Hey guys, I just wanted to go over a quick tutorial to show you guys how to use our free fix and flip profit calculator on our site, firstclassflipping.com. In order to reach get the calculator, just go over here just go to firstclassflipping.com, and if you're on YouTube, I'll put a link down in the description. Once you get to the website, just come over here where it says free resources. You'll see investor calculators, and we have several over here. Today we're going to do the fix and flip profit calculator. Just go ahead and click on that, and it's going to bring you to this page here. And just scroll down, and the first thing I want you to do, just come down here and clear whatever data that's already in there. Just hit clear. And up here it asks for your personal information. That's only if you, being that you have the capability of saving this as a PDF, if you wanted to share it with your, let's say, your hard money lender or one of your business partners. You can just fill this information, your name, company name, phone number, and the property address, just so you can reference it with maybe one of your private investors or your lenders. Otherwise, don't even worry about that part. Okay, so the first thing is going to ask you about the purchase. Okay, the first thing it's going to ask you for is, what is your ARV? Okay, for the sake of the video, let's say you found a property with let's say 400,000 ARV. Okay, 400,000. Okay, now let's next say, now what is the maximum loan to value? Let's say your private lender or your hard money lender will lend on a deal. It can be, basically, it depends on your relationship. Let's just say 70%. Okay, let's say you found a good deal on this property. You found an off-market deal, and the seller wants $250,000, right? So we put 250,000. So next is going to ask you, what is your down payment? Most of the times, if you're using hard money, they're going to ask you for a down payment, depending on your relationship. So let's just say you got to put down 10%. All right, now it's going to ask you, what is your rehab cost? How much do you think it's going to cost to renovate this property? Let's say you have a budget of $50,000 for the renovation. Next is going to ask you, what are your property taxes estimate? Let's just roughly say $3,000. And being that you're using a hard money lender, usually they charge points. So how many points? Let's just say your lender charges you 2 points. Okay, see how it automatically populated everything for you right here. Your ARV is 400,000. 70% of 400,000 is 280,000. So that would be the maximum that your lender would lend you on this property. But you had a purchase price of 250,000, which is only like 63% of your of the ARV, and you had to put down 10%, which is 25,000. You had a rehab cost of $50,000. So your estimated loan amount is $275,000. That's basically, if you had a purchase price of 250, you had to put down 10%. So you subtract 25,000 from that, which will give you 225, and then you add your 50. So you're going to get a $275,000 loan from your hard money lender. Your estimated closing costs, we have it 12.5. This is kind of high because when I first made this calculator, basically when I buy properties directly from the seller, I factor in that we are paying both sides of the transfer and recording fees. So this may be a little high if you have the seller paying their own recording fees. But usually when you're offering cash, you will offer to pay both sides of the closing costs. Your estimated property taxes here, and here's your 2 points you paid to your lender. So it's letting you know that your estimated all-in cost is going to be $321,000, and you have to bring $46,000 to the table. That's basically your closing costs and your down payment. You're bringing about $46,000 to the table in this scenario. Okay, next we're going to go down here to when it's time. Let's say the rehab is done and it's time to sell the property. So basically you want to go in here. So we said you expect to sell this property at 400,000, right? So you put your 400,000 here. Okay, let's say you're going to have a realtor commission. Let's hypothetically say you 5% for a realtor commission. All right, and are you giving any help with the closing costs? If we're still in a seller's market, normally you don't have to, but if it shifts to a buyer's market, you may have to. But for now, let's just say we're in a seller's market and you don't have to contribute to the buyer's closing costs. Okay, now let's say, what is the estimated time to sell this property? Let's say it's going to take you about 9 months from when you buy it until you rehab it and close it. Okay, and what interest rate is your hard money lender charging you? Most hard money lenders, let's say around, depending on your relationship, for the average person, let's say 12%. Okay, now it's populating all your numbers here. Now you said you had an estimated resale price of 400,000. Your realtor commission at 5%, that's going to be 20,000. We aren't giving any seller help, and your estimated closing costs, we usually say about 2% to close when you're selling. It makes your gross estimated profit at $51,000, right? Now remember, you borrowed money, and it took you 9 months at 12% interest on your loan. So you had almost $25,000 in interest payments to your lender. So after you factor that in, your estimated profit is about $26,000 on this deal. So that's up to you to decide if this is a good deal or not. Or how about, let's say you get it done quicker. Let's say you can get in and out in 6 months. Okay, now once you get out in 6 months, you're only holding your lender's money for 6 months. If you look here, your gross profit still stays the same. What's going to eat into your profits is basically how long that you hold this money. So now you got an estimated profit of about $35,000, which isn't too bad. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys, how you can use this calculator. Again, it's free. You don't have to download it onto your computer. You can just save it in your browser and come back and visit it whenever you like. All right, I'll see you guys. Hope you like it, and I'll see you guys on the next video or the next tutorial. Okay, peace.